listening to High Minds, the podcast where we elevate the conversation on culture, sports, politics, and entertainment. Stay tuned for a higher perspective at the intersection of everything.
Hey, what is going on?
Well, hello.
I'm back from Vegas. I'm back from the D. I'm off the D.
How was the flight?
It was flighty. I got I've never had this happen before. I got TSA'd.
Yeah,
I got
both ways, right?
Down both ways, to and fro. I felt like the guy that patted me down on the way there was like super like, hey man, the machine said I got to do this and I don't want to do it. And he got
and it's
in
always
there,
the crotch. Yeah, it's
always so
the
much crotch, like so much crotch. And on the machine, it was like this it's almost comical, right? So like you see the machine, it's got this green, like almost stick figure colored in, and it's just a red box over my dick. I'm like, that's the machine that told you that there's like what, a pouch of weed there or what? What are you saying here?
But yeah, I've had it happen to me one time. And they do this but they do this like weird thing. He like did this.
It's the knuckle thing. It's the back of the hand.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and I was trying not to laugh too, because like when he's like this and he's down like in a squat and he's like going back and forth across my dick here, I was like, that's hilarious, like a mandolin.
It was like
I was like, this ain't real life. And he's like, you want this to be private? And I was like, no, out here in the open, man.
I'm kind of getting a handy. It's like I mean, come on. I can't even get this in a massage parlor.
Yeah, you're giving me the 4-knuckle special here, buddy.
This is illegal in a massage parlor. How is this legal here?
And I was in like I was wearing now, like a hoodie and some like track pants, no nothing, like no belt, no nothing. I don't know what. No, I think Lindsay was like, well, you are kind of like a walking billboard for weed. I was like, well, maybe, I guess.
Now, do you think those things are random, or is it's actually picking up something?
I ain't thinking it. What would it have picked up?
I have no idea.
Both times on my dick.
You must have something on your dick. What's on your dick? What the hell's on your dick?
It was the only time too. This is the first 2 times I've been patted down on TSA.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm always worried about going through. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it. Now with the TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
And it's nice because you don't have to empty anything, no shoot, nothing.
And do you do the pre-check?
Rubbed. Yeah, and I haven't been rubbed there. So I don't know. Maybe it's more common with you lower people out down in economy.
Fucking looking down on us and shit.
Yeah, but no, I haven't. I've only had it once, but it's funny. But it was hilarious when you said you got it on the way home.
On the way home, 2 for 2. They ran it back, and he was more like eager about it, and I think he wanted me to be more reactionary. I was just like, whatever, man. Like, of course.
I mean, they must get yelled at all day. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine?
I thought this was America, my goddamn freedoms.
You're rubbing my dick. It's like,
yeah. I was just like, whatever. I don't know what the mechanism is that picked up something that I apparently triggered the system, which I know I didn't have. Like, so if it's just random or if they're just profiling, like that dude looks like he would tape a dime sack to his inner thigh. So let's go pat him down.
We did have a heck of a weekend, so I mean, it could.
I double
smelled like
weed. That's true.
Everything was smelling. Everywhere we're going, yeah.
Like that Charlie Brown, like that dust cloud.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we'll talk about.
Well, let's recap.
Vegas,
let's recap. Well, let's first say that if you're not part of the High Minds Collective on Facebook, go join the High Minds Collective Facebook group and make sure you're rating and reviewing this show. So if you're listening, either live stream or if you're listening to the podcast, make sure you rate, make sure you review on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever. Yeah, let's. Where did we leave off? We were about to go out at the D. That's the last thing.
That's the last thing.
That's the last people have heard of.
No, it actually wasn't that bad. I didn't drink after that. Thought about it, thought about it, but
Yeah.
we went and found.
I think
no, that's why we went and sorry, we found Thai food. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we made the decision not to get a drink because the pours there are crazy. The pours are crazy.
Yes, they are.
The pours are absolutely wild.
I posted a picture in the group of I've seen that bartender on like Instagram Reels and stuff, and the pours are ridiculous. So the size of the drinks, that big one I got was, it's a triple, I believe, but it's more like at least a quadruple.
At least. Well, look at this.
80%.
Look at this shit. For those watching, look at that. He's pouring a shot,
and he's not even done pouring yet. He's still pouring.
He's just pouring, and the whole time he poured while he was pouring the shot. He was also pouring the booze,
and then a splash of pineapple.
Just a splash.
So yeah, I thought about getting another one of those. So after we went and found some good Thai food, actually, really good Thai food. I was surprised. And we contemplated having another drink, and
I think
we made the right decision.
Yeah, I felt fine the next day. I wouldn't have felt so good the next day.
No. I felt great. I was just a little tired. It's a long day.
And plus, we smoked a copious amount of weed.
Yeah, also. We went to that Planet 13, which was awesome.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool. I had never been to a spot like that.
Yeah, if you're going with friends, a group, not necessarily going to be really fun. I guess you'd have fun by yourself or just a couple. I've seen couples in there just checking it out. But
maybe a couple, but it's kind of like going to the bar by yourself.
Yeah, it really is. It's pretty much, it is a bar, and we had the games. So that's new since the last time I've been there. Is the games and the snack cart. So
snack cart was a great idea.
Yeah, and surprisingly reasonably priced. We bought 3 snacks. It was only $15, and the snacks were,
it was stoner food. You still got the food?
Look what I found. Look what I found on the bottom.
At the bottom.
I haven't got to the bottom yet.
You're just going to be eating. It's going to get all leafy.
Yeah. So you're not allowed to.
I may have dropped a little bit of cannabis into the popcorn
because you're not allowed to leave with it. Why, I don't know. That's an odd rule, but yeah, I think a nug fell in my popcorn. But yeah, so the snack cart and all that stuff was fun. But yeah, they have games. That was awesome. It was great. Yeah, it's more like a group of people. So
how do we do on the gambling?
Yeah, you get to do a little bit of bubble craps. Get to play
that's the first time I ever played craps, and we actually, how much did we win? Like $20?
I think 24, we won 24. 30? We won 24. Just kind of, I'm not
big spender.
I'm not a big craps player. I'm very, amateur at it. I know the basics. So, I was trying to, it was kind of make a little sense of a little bit after a while playing. It makes after playing a little bit. And that's what's nice with those bubble craps. When you're playing, it's the machines that you have your individual dice.
Yeah.
So you're not playing at the actual craps table,
that just makes me nervous.
I'm deathly afraid of doing that. I don't want to do it because I know I'm going to throw those damn dice right off the edge of the damn table.
What would happen? Oh my God, just embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't think anything, but yeah, just fucking embarrassed. I'm done. I just, whatever's on the table, money, I'm just walking. I'm leaving it.
That's your hand, you go flinging and hit some lady in the head.
That's what I'm afraid of, and it's
a nightmare.
And I don't like games like that. That you're not affecting anyone's game. You're just rolling dice, but it's too much for me. That's why I like those individual games. So you can sit there, learn it, play it, and we put in 20 each, and we cashed out with 64.
Something like that.
In about 5-10 minutes. So we made, a quick $24 and bounced.
We bounced, and then we did some sports betting.
Yeah, at the Circa. Now, if you're a big sports betting person, the Circa in Fremont is the place to stay. Their sports book is huge. Huge.
Yeah, it's got to be it's like IMAX.
Yeah, and also they have that outside on the pool. So if you wanted to go do that during the summertime, swim, bet on some games. So we did we did a handful of parlays. I think I did $40 worth of parlays, and you did 20.
I did 20. I went with some wild ones, man. I picked Washington to win against Oregon because it was going to pay out a lot.
Yes,
and 49-21 was not good. And then I picked USC to beat Notre Dame as an upset because it was going to pay out well, and that was close for a while.
Yeah, that was actually kind of exciting. That was an exciting game.
But then I think they threw a pick six at the end, so the score was 49-35, but it was a lot closer because it was like all of a sudden they're about to score a pick six. I was like, fuck.
That was it. That's game over.
And it was a 99-yard interception return too. So it was like 42-35, and they threw a pick six for 99 yards.
Yeah, and they were getting ready to score, and you're just watching. You have to watch it. 99 yards of just
pure pain.
But yeah, we did. I did hit
on a parlay. 2 of them total, right?
Yep. Yeah, I hit one. You hit the Alabama Oregon game. Yeah, so that was a $13.20 win off $5 bet. You know, just playing, just having fun. And I was able to hit the UNLV. I took UNLV minus 17.5, and I won a whole $9.10 off a $10 bet.
There you go.
But so basically, the total were, I think we lost like $3.20 or something like that, which
just to have fun.
Yeah. So, but overall, as we were leaving,
you hit on the.
And as we were leaving, as we were leaving, we were going to the bathroom, and I had $20 left cash on me, and I just put it in the machine, the pinball, quarter pinball. And I was down to like the last $5, and then I hit a bonus and hit $95, and boom, cashed out, and then we bailed. So overall, gosh, I think we were up.
You're up
about $100 after everything was said and done.
Not too bad. $100 and didn't even have a hangover.
No, and I mean, we literally gambled maybe 15 minutes the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, we sat down for like 5 minutes and then out, sat down for a few minutes and out. I think sports betting we watched a quarter, but that was just watching a game.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just killing time after breakfast. So,
and then the next morning we got accosted by performers, street performers.
Yes. The girls with the big wings.
And we figured out what those wings are for.
Yes, those big wings, they trap you.
Yeah, so
get on either side of you.
And if it's like Matt and Andy the night before after the podcast and we're drinking and whatever, it might be fun. But then in the morning they were like vultures. These street performers, because they're probably not getting it. There's no one out there. I mean, there's some people out there, but
there's
no one's drunk. I'm not feeling it. I'm not like whatever.
Drinking a coffee.
And drinking a coffee. And this woman stops me, and she's like, oh, for me, it's the curls. It's the gray curls. And I was like,
oh, they love the curls. Yeah, they love. You got a couple times that night, I think, from the performers, the curls.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I don't want to pay this girl $5 just to talk to her and get a picture. So it's like, we're not interested. Then her and her friends see us later. And what they do is they block you. Like one takes you and the other takes me, and they block you with those wings. And I was looking through like, Andy,
you get lost. It's like like, no, you're tough. And they move.
Yeah.
They keep doing this thing.
It's a whole ploy. It's a whole fucking ploy.
Yeah, they know exactly what you're doing. They keep moving side to side. And then they bring you in, and then they get on either side of you, and those wings like surround you.
Those wings surround you. You're encapsulated.
And then you're just.
And that one girl's boob fell out. Remember? I saw her whole ass nipple.
Yeah, just like, and they don't care. They don't care. That's why that's why they want. They want the money.
They want me to pay $5, take a picture with them, $10. They'll show their ass in your face, and they'll do whatever, and they'll make a $10 tip.
And that's when it gets annoying, though.
I was not feeling it.
Yeah, when they trap you in, it was just like, and then they put a little scarf thing around your neck, and once the scarf thing went around my neck, I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm out.
It was like the boa.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, this has been on probably thousands of just old, like this sweaty, nasty, like I'm like,
sweaty old men.
Yeah, And that was it. And that's when I'm like, where I'm out. I'm done.
I'm outta
Leave me
here.
alone.
It's
Yeah,
too
and they're
early in the
begging.
morning.
What?
Lola says, "Roll Tide, roll
Well,
Tide."
God.
Yeah, Alabama
Finally, Roll
fans are
Tide.
wild. They're wild. They're very devout, like religious people.
That's what's fun. So when you get to the bowl games, going to places like Circa and stuff like that is, I mean, it's
Dude,
fun.
people are
It's
probably
an environment.
cheering. People are probably.
Oh, fighting. Getting people fighting because you got money. I mean, this is
I bet
people
you
like
got money. This is
and these
different.
people, yeah, they're not betting like us, like $10 and 50.
No,
It's like
just fucking around.
1,000, 5,000, easy. And
Yeah,
you're having people getting just
in
emotional.
those reserved seats, just getting free drinks.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
it can get wild, but it's fun to watch. You just sit at the video poker up top and just watch like over them. It's like the Coliseum down there during sports. You're up there, like,
Gladiators.
and yeah, you have this team screaming, yelling, this team, but you have multiple games. That's the wild part. So you have multiple battles going on. But that's when it gets fun. And it is fun to watch. It makes it fun, makes the environment it's a wild environment. But
Yeah.
Raiders games are always fun. Raiders games because the
In Vegas?
fans, yeah, bartenders. So bartenders hate Raiders fans. They just do.
I bet.
That's why a lot of the Raiders are not welcome here.
We got to do a top 5 most insufferable fan bases at some point.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
I don't know if the
it is,
Raiders
and
would make it, but
yeah, there's actually quite a few teams that are just I mean, you go to hockey, you got to talk about Canadian fans, but yeah, that's what bartenders there. I run into a few and talked, and that's one of the biggest things that they can't stand is it's just a different. I don't know why. I guess, but they can't stand the Raider fans. They're just loud and not. It just gets wild. It's crazy, and I don't know. But
well,
yeah, we'll have to do that.
It was great. And did you hear? I sent you today, folks listening, the Kendrick Lamar tour with SZA. Did you see those dates?
I saw that. Yes.
Vegas, and San Francisco.
I know. I wouldn't mind going to either one of those shows. Where are they playing in San Francisco?
LA would be crazy.
Yeah, LA would be. Are they going
crazy?
Where the Warriors are playing?
I would think so.
I know here there would be Allegiant in
Vegas. Yeah, it's Allegiant in Vegas on May 31st. For San Francisco, it's Oracle Park. What is that?
Yeah, I believe that's the Warriors. Their new.
Okay.
Yeah,
San Francisco, and then LA's at SoFi.
That would be wild.
LA would be crazy.
I heard SoFi kind of sucks.
Really?
But I don't know if there's like no air conditioner or anything in there. No AC or something. I've just heard a lot of people complain.
Oh, is it indoors?
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I've just heard. But so San Francisco, LA, Vegas. I definitely want to try to get to one. Their tickets are going to be ridiculous.
They might be pretty crazy unless you're way the fuck up there.
Even then, they're going to be ridiculous. Yeah. Unless you get in right, able to snag a few. Because resale's going to be...
Unless you know someone to get them at Allegiant.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have any hookups there yet, so...
Good luck.
Yeah, I'll work on that one, but I definitely want to try. I'll try to get tickets.
I would want to go.
Will it happen? I don't know. Try to go, I guess. I mean, San Francisco would be fun. I haven't been to that stadium yet. I haven't been to Allegiant either.
You haven't? So, what do they call it? The Death Star?
Yeah, the Death Star. Big old black oval
just huge.
In the desert.
Yeah, it's wild. Well, you want to take a quick break before we talk about South Korea?
Yeah, let's do that.
South Korea is wild.
Yeah, I haven't really. I've just kind of grazed over some stuff.
All right. So what's going on? Is South Korea the harbinger of what's going to happen here? So they declared martial law recently, right?
That's what I've heard. That's the word in the streets.
That's the word these streets are talking.
But I believed it was. I thought I heard someone was blocked by. Do they have a parliament or something? What is it there?
They have a parliament, and like the parliament was like the president was like accusing the parliament of being like North Korea sympathizers or something, and they were blocking his cabinet from from having a cabinet, and then so he declared martial law. But the military's in right now, right? In the capital?
Yeah, I think what it was, I think he was about to be impeached or something along those lines, what I've heard. And so he was kind of trying to, I don't know, just overthrow everything and just say, screw you, I'm taking over. I don't know. Just, I guess, dictate.
9 minutes ago, live updates, it says Marshall. Oh, wait, this is like breaking, I think.
Uh-oh, what happened? We got breaking news.
Let me pull it up. Oh, you fucking ads. Okay, South Korean president lifts martial law while opposition calls for his resignation. So he lifted the martial law, I guess, right? Yeah.
I guess so.
Voted late Tuesday to block the decree. By early Wednesday, the country's cabinet had passed a measure approving the reversal. Still, opposition lawmakers called for Yoon to resign or be impeached. While striking members of South Korea's largest labor unions gathered in downtown Seoul on Wednesday morning to demand his resignation. This is according to the Washington Post. That's pretty wild. And
Yeah,
they were like rioting.
Yeah, I guess that first he had a high approval rating and everything, and that's just tanked. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the exact. I haven't really. I just saw it today, and I haven't really got to get into it. So everything I've read has just been like whatever been on the front of the article.
Well, apparently, it's lifted. It was a quick martial law.
That didn't last long.
I think I could see it happening here. I could see some sort of thing like that. I think Trump floated the idea, right? Like using military to deport people, right? And you can only use military on U.S. citizens, right? If it's like a national emergency or something.
Yeah, I mean, didn't he just say wants to invade Mexico now? The cartel.
I saw that, like a soft invasion. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's wild. That's not good. He also floated the idea of making Canada the 51st state. We're gonna annex them. It's just wild. It's a reality show. We live in a reality show, dude. This is a simulation. It's a reality show. Look at that one sent you. He's just like Canada.
Is that's real though? I haven't heard that yet. That's real. That's real. That's a real thing.
Yes, Trudeau was visiting him at Mar-a-Lago, and Trump quipped about like, well, if we just if we make you the 51st state and you could be the governor. Now that's how you'd avoid the tariffs, I think, right? Like,
oh my gosh,
that's wild. What if we invaded Canada? Did you have that one on your 2025 bingo card? Has Canada ever been in a war?
I don't know.
I don't know. They seem like peaceful blokes.
They're gonna be a state. Will they just be called Canada? The state of Canada.
State of Canada. That's a big ass state, though.
What about like? What is going on? I just don't know what's going on anymore.
I know, right? It's not real life. Yo, it's like, bro, you realize Canada has states, right? Provinces. Like, what are those then? Counties? It's a big fucking county.
Yeah,
I don't know. We live in the upside down. We live in a simulation. We live in whatever analogy you want. It's just bizarro land.
All right, I lost you on that one. I can't believe that's real. I'm gonna have to look at that one up. That's hilarious. Wow. All right.
That I think is more of a joke, but I could see us fucking with Mexico though.
I don't know why. Why? Like why?
Did you see the Mexican president clapped back because of the drug cartels? Supposedly, she's like, well, she said something about basically like, where's the demand? It's from your country. Like, she said something like, we don't do these drugs here. No. Where do you think the drugs are going?
Yeah, they're like, the United States government works with the drug cartels. So whenever, as bad as it sounds, but when they took El Chapo, that was the biggest mistake. Was taking El Chapo. El Chapo, he's a horrible. I'm not saying he's a great guy. Like he's a he is a what is he?
He's a
What is
drug
it?
lord.
Yeah, the Lord, drug lord.
Yeah.
I mean, horrible fucking person. But what he did was he controlled everyone. All the other shit that went on. So as soon as we took him, it became this power vacuum of everybody wanted to be him. So it just created chaos, and now it's just fucking chaos.
Yeah.
And with him, what they would do, they traded information. I give you information, you give me like that's how it was. It was kind of a deal we had. It was like a partnership a little bit. Remember when he disappeared through the tunnel? They went to his fucking cell. It was until his food is gone for miles.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, come on, you don't know this is happening underneath your prison, like some kind of like. But now with him gone, it became this power vacuum of just chaos and.
That's what happens in the Middle East too. You fuck around and you create these little power vacuums, and you create like.
And shit gets squirrely for a while. It's gonna be like that for a while, and we're not gonna go in there and just clean it up. Like I don't. Sometimes it just pisses me off, the arrogance. It's just it's like, gosh, it's like there's 375 million of us, but there's 7.5 billion more. One of these days, they're all gonna say, you know what? I'm just fucking tired of this. Like, if they wanted to, can they flick us out of the way? But I mean, look what's going to happen if it's going to be just. I don't know. Sit back and I don't know. I guess sit back and start.
Sit back and watch. Make sure there's weed at the bottom of the popcorn bag.
I got my popcorn ready. I'm already ready to go.
You're welcome.
I got some ruffles in there too, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I don't want to keep up with the news. Like it's like every day is just enough to be like, all right, that's some crazy shit. I honestly like not to, we don't want to derail this and go down a political rabbit hole, but like I don't think we're gonna have all those tariffs. Ain't no way. Like it's just gonna be like you're gonna bring down your whole fucking. All Trump cares about is ego, and so he wants people to like him. No one's gonna like him if all of a sudden everything's 50% more.
Yeah, I know it's not.
I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't think so.
In the end, no, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna. I mean, some will happen. I mean, not all tariffs are bad. That's the thing. Not all we have tariffs. There's
we have tariffs now.
Yeah. When you can actually manufacture and produce your own products, your own raw materials and stuff like that, it benefits you. But when you have none of that and you have to outsource and import 70% of what your whatever your widget is, it's not good.
Tariffs are like salt. But Trump is just like the salt top falls off, and all of a sudden,
and they do everything. I mean, it's just not gonna. And I don't think it's. I mean, maybe it will. If it does, I don't think it'll last long because you're gonna have business, major corporations, and because people are just gonna stop buying.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck everything up.
People are gonna pinch the pennies to the point of just buying what they need. So
they're gonna be buying beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing surprises me of what's gonna happen. So
no, man, I might have to run to Mexico if there's like martial law. No,
a lot of people live there. A lot of people.
A lot of people live there.
Family lives there. Retired there over 10 years ago. So no, I know. Yeah, there's I think what they say over 300 and some thousand. They call them expats that live in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few. So
I could relearn Mexican. I could relearn Spanish. I used to know it pretty well.
Mexican. I know that's one thing I wish I knew. I don't know. I do not know Spanish.
I would say I had like about 3rd or 4th grade reading level in Spanish.
Wow.
Not terrible.
No, that's
now
good.
It's about like pre-K.
Oh, have you seen now this? Okay. if these really work, have you seen the earbuds? The
I've
translator
seen that
earbuds?
shit like instantly, huh?
And I'm so curious to like buy them to try it. Like I want to try it.
Yeah.
Because if it does work like they say it works, that's amazing. Like that'd be amazing.
Mhm.
I think right now it just hears it, and then I think it goes to your phone, and then kicks it back to your ear in your language. I would like eventually to have it like this, where you don't even have to do that, as it's the inputs coming in, it's automatically translating it for you. At some point, it's going to get there.
Mhm.
Right now, we're just at the
Is it more like if I say something now, and then it like takes like 10 seconds maybe to like boom, 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 click through?
Yeah, so if you're talking, I believe you have to wait a second for it to translate it. Excuse me, and then
Mhm.
bounce it back to your ear, and then it'll read it to you, which is still
That's
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
But eventually, I want it to be like it would be awesome as someone speaking another language. You're hearing it in English. That would be. Then it's
Yeah.
like you can go wherever you want
Mhm.
with no language barrier. Now the only thing is they can't understand you unless they have the same thing. I guess you could put it in their ear.
And then some hackers are going to come in. It's going to fuck it up, and then it's going to be you're going to be saying some crazy shit.
Yeah, you just want I want to find the
Hey,
bathroom, the restroom, and stuff.
yeah. Donde está el baño? And it's like, fucked your mother.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so crazy. Like, oh. Yeah, it's like it's of course it's gonna happen, but
yeah,
it is cool. So I'm curious. I
That's
want to try
cool.
one of those. I want to. I mean, out here I could use it a lot.
Technology is terrifying and it's cool at the same time, man. It's wild how
When it's
we don't even know where it's going to go in 10 years. You have no idea.
I mean, look how far it's coming. Yeah, look how far it goes every year. Seems like every
you
year.
You ever see videos like back in like 05, and that doesn't even seem that long ago, or 2000, 98? You're like, that was just the other day. Like I was just, and you watch those videos, you're like old NFL clips, shoulder pads are like these wide. They're like, holy shit, that's what the NFL players look like. Like that's what the pads look like, and all that. You don't remember how just everything advances so quickly.
Yeah, and then you see that, and you're like, I wore pads like that, and I don't remember them looking like that. I thought it looked like they did today. Like I thought it looked
all
like
no,
no. I thought that's how it looked back then.
Those
like
wide ass flat ones.
It looked like a big square, like SpongeBob on the field.
Yeah,
it was.
And then you see old YouTube videos, like like if it's all small and grainy. I mean, that wasn't that long ago. 20 years.
No. 97. I graduated in 97. Gosh, and
you see those TikToks where they're like, they ask like Gen Zers, what year do you consider someone old to have to be born in? And they're always like,
those hurt.
1998. 1990,
those hurt.
2000.
Yeah, those videos hurt.
Yeah. The good one is, the funny one is when it hit a while ago in 2021, where it was like, all you have to say is when they card you, all you have to say is 19. Because it's like, no matter what.
Yeah, 19, yeah.
If you say 19, yeah, you're old enough.
As soon as they say 19, yeah, it's like,
yeah, you old.
Now it's like in sports. Like I go to hockey games and you're old. I'm older than every single player on the team. Like I'm older than the coaches.
You're as old as the coach. Older than some of the coaches. Some of the coaches are in their 30s.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's getting there. It's like, oh.
At the same time, though, Aaron Rodgers is my age, and he looks like it.
He looks bad. What happened to him?
Oh, he blew his whole Achilles out. Right? Like, I mean, that had to slow him down.
Oh yeah. Even
and
the
he's
players,
40-something. You hit that decline. I saw it with Peyton Manning. Like all of a sudden, one year they won the Super Bowl. Peyton Manning could barely throw the ball like 30 yards.
Yeah.
His neck was all fucked up. He aged quick.
It is. Once that was with me. Once I hit my 40s, it was like, any little ache, pain was just 2 or 3 days.
40 seems to be the magic number. It seems to be the magic number.
It's like boom. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like today, I was doing a photo shoot, and just squatting and like my back and like everything's like aching now. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. I'm like, I can't. This is horrible. So like
For me,
tomorrow, I know.
it's the low back because I'm gonna be that tall, thin guy, you know, and then I just I'm just gonna be hunched over, you know.
You're gonna go from what, 6 foot? How tall are you? 6'2"? 6'3"?
I'm 6'3". I'm gonna be like 5'10".
You're gonna be down. You're gonna be down eye level with me.
You're just gonna see the top of my head.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a full head of hair, though. I tell you that.
Not
Man.
Me. But yeah, it's horrible. It sucks.
It goes quick.
It doesn't get better.
It's like it's like your mentality. I like the wisdom I have. I like how grown up I act in my head. But it's like you only get that small window. You're exchanging your body for like the wisdom and the ability to think a little better, not be so reactive, not be so immature.
Yeah,
but
100%.
And just the other day, the elbow, this old from throwing too many goddamn curveballs, it's all come back now. It's like, oh shit, this is I don't even know what I did. I wasn't throwing. I can tell you that.
I woke up. It was a few months ago, and my big toe hurt. My big toe,
random ass big toe.
Random. Yeah. Wake up, can't walk to the bathroom because it felt like I broke my big toe. I'm like, what did I do at night that my big toe like?
What the fuck?
And I was like that for like 2 hours. I'm like, I thought I was getting ready to go to the doctor. Like, what did I do? And then all of a sudden, it just kind of got better. But why did my big toe just hurt? It's like it's getting to that point. It's just random. My body's just like, well, let's just throw a big toe at him and see what happens. Like, is it my body fucking with me?
I've done things where I do something so minimal. I just turn like this, and you feel it in like slow motion. Almost like, oh, I'm tearing a muscle right now. Fuck. And it was so innocuous.
Rut row. I've done that.
Row.
Bed down like the rut row. This is not good.
This ain't good.
I mean, literally, when I came on, you turn on the computer, I'm on the ground, I'm rolling my back out of the wheel.
Yep. No, I got the wheel. I got the wheel almost every night.
The foam ball. I got that foam roller.
Yeah. It was back in my day.
Back in my day, we used real ice.
What that girl though, that performer said I looked like I was 17, right? I look like a 17-year-old boy. Or who was saying that? Someone said that.
17.
It's all a blur. It's all a blur. Vegas was a bit of a blur.
She did, and I was like, I remember her saying, "You look like a 17-year-old boy." I'm like, that was kind of weird. Like,
yeah,
17.
Yeah, and I said,
I
remember I said that. I was like, I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
That was weird. When we saw him in the morning, you should
be coming on to me.
Yeah, when we saw him in the morning, though, you could smell the alcohol already.
Oh yeah,
one of them was like, wow.
Well, and those aren't sanctioned performers; they're just street performers, right?
No,
like,
they're just
not sanctioned by anything.
They're just like, any other character on the strip. You see, there's no one like the Chippendales. Those guys, they obviously work for Chip, but they have like a booth. Like they actually have a big booth, and they don't harass you like that. These people, there's these circles out in Fremont, a tape circle.
They're supposed to stay on their circle.
You're supposed to stay in the circle, and they're free. You just have to, I believe, register for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have to tip them. You don't have to. They're going to harass you. They're going to some will get violent too. Some of them, it's fucking crazy. Some of them. But you don't have to. It's not like you have to pay these people. It's, there's rules and stuff on the board. Like it tells them it's there. But if you don't, good luck. Good luck. So if I'm ever going to take a picture of them, I know.
If you want it,
I know I'm going to give them, $10-$20. If I'm going to go and get, eventually at some point, there's going to be the right moment, the right opportunity. And eventually I'll get one just to have one. But don't beg me and force me into giving you money. And
they were too thirsty.
Way too thirsty. It's like, you trap me in here in your little fur, whatever, fluff
little
feather
fur dungeon.
Cave. It was like, oh,
it was weird. Talking about how I look 17, I was like, you should probably not be saying that. Weirdo.
Come on, girl.
With your whole nipple out, you sloppy.
But if you're working the morning, if you're working the morning shift, you're not
The
that
morning
good. Like, come
shift.
on, you're not.
Yeah.
You got the morning shift. You got the 9 a.m. shift. Like what? So
Yeah.
but it was a lot of
So
families there also though. So we were there that Thanksgiving weekend. So there was a lot of kids.
remember that kid got lost?
Yes,
little
from
kid
looking
got
at the
lost?
booty. The kid that was looking at the booty and his parents went this way.
Little kid. Parents went there was like Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin.
He had his balloon dog that he got made by someone. He's just I was like, oh my gosh, watch this. Yeah, then he goes this way, then you hear the dad yelling for him, get over here.
Mommy, where'd
That
you
was-
go? He's staring at
Oh,
ass.
that was funny. Yeah,
But that was funny.
He learned a few things.
Yeah.
We saw
Hey,
a few things.
let's take one more quick break. We got to get to we still have the picks, right? How did we do? We got to figure out how we did.
I know. I gotta look at how we did.
Which
How
I'm sure is terrible. And do you have your top 5 hip hop artists of all time?
Oh yeah, we do. We were gonna talk about that. I do have some. We can talk about that also.
You got 5? You got 5? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let's get into that then in 1 second. All right. Woo. Woo. That's
You all right over
Yicky, yicky.
You doing okay?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, we got
Doing
some
good.
picks. Saturday's games.
Oh, you want to do the picks first or the top 5?
Let's do top 5, and then if we don't get to the picks, we get to the picks Friday. Because we have, we can do it Friday also before Saturday.
Yeah, we can.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. Well,
let's do 5. So I'll go number 5. Hip hop top 5 hip hop artists. I'm gonna go number 5, Jay-Z.
Yes, actually, I had number 5, Jay-Z also.
Oh, New York. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I went with the what the H-O, what does he call himself?
Hova.
H-O, Hova.
Yeah,
Okay.
I used to be East Coast guy. Definitely West Coast. I mean, I used to be East Coast and I liked Biggie over, but we'll get to that. I do like Jay. And okay, so number 4, I got to put Eminem at number 4.
Eminem, that's a good pick.
Yeah,
that's definitely a good pick. I agree with it. I mean, that's a good pick. Definitely. I mean, to be relevant and to still be making music and that's being played. It's late in the game. I mean, that's huge. And plus, I mean, now, do you think he's going to get political? Because he's kind of dabbling in it. Do you think he's going to go that way?
Political. I mean,
to the point where political, as in
partisan.
Actually, no, but actually going kind of
getting
into that world.
Politics.
It seems like he's got political now. He's he went to the rally. He's actually showing up at usually. I mean, but not there to perform. But not as a performer. I'm not talking
run for mayor of Detroit,
something like that. I could see him maybe late, not now, but as his music career is over, starting to get in I don't know. I just thought when I saw him there at the rally, I'm like, okay, he's not coming here to perform. He's actually coming here to, it wasn't like he had to make a big speech, but he's not here all the other performers. So I got money to sing my hit.
I don't think he would. I doubt he would. Do you think? I mean,
I was just wondering that if he would, later, like you said, start small in Detroit, run for something in Detroit, try to,
city council.
I could see him doing city council Detroit. I'm gonna run
Councilman Mathers.
He runs in Park and Rec.
the Parks and Rec department. That'd be hilarious.
So my number 4. See, my number 4. I don't know if we've heard I have MF Doom.
Okay.
There. just he's he's a lyricist. He's, how we talked about Kendrick and what he's saying, what he's rapping, the words he's using. It's like there's a story. There's there's something behind it. I got into him. I was really into him 2 or 3 years ago. Mad Villain, all his new stuff, all this stuff, and I have his albums, and so I got really into it for a couple years.
He's British, right?
Yeah, he was like, yeah. He had the mask, the what was it? What'd you call it? Like a Spartan looking mask he would wear.
Yeah.
It's in that world, like I put it in the category Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs is another one, but kind of like it's older. A lot of people don't know, but surprisingly, a lot of people do. And I actually just did a photo shoot today in front of a MF Doom mural in Arts District down here. Yeah, surprisingly, went down in graffiti and there's this mural of MF Doom. I'm like, whoa, which was kind of threw me off.
You take shots? Take shots of it?
Yeah, I actually did right in front of it.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah, throw that in the group if you ever can.
Yeah, I will. I gotta do some editing tonight. So, all right, we're on number 3.
Number 3. Oh, this is the big switch up for me. I'm gonna put Biggie in number 3. The Notorious B.I.G. It's incredible to realize that he died, I think, at 24. You know what I mean? He did everything he did in before he even turned 25, which is crazy.
And yeah, I'm the same. I have him number 3. Yeah, I have him number 3. Biggie.
He had like that first flow that was like so just smooth and buttery, and he didn't. He came in on the ands, and sometimes he came on the ones, sometimes the twos, and his punchlines wouldn't be at the end of a bar. Sometimes they'd be in the middle, and it would just like he was just silky smooth.
Yeah, and I mean he could have been number 1. Imagine if he was still.
I had him number 1 for a long time, actually.
He was 1 for quite a bit, like through high school, everything, all that. I mean, that's
same, yeah.
And then since my top 3's changed, but yeah, I had him as number 3. He's dropped to number 3 for me. 2 have taken over, so. But 100% agree. I'm a Biggie guy.
2, I'll go with Pac. I mean,
I'll say Pac was my number 1 because my number 2, I don't know if we have the same, so we'll see. I'm with Pac too, but I'm with you.
You're giving away the plot a little bit. Pac's number 1 for you. That's a W though. I mean, Pac was like he was such an activist. When you like, I guess I didn't realize it. Just like looking back now, I listen to Pac differently because I'm older, and I'm like, oh, he was for me now. It's more like he was saying more that resonates me than what Biggie was saying. Do you know what I mean? Like like Pac was more grown up, more like grown folk shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I followed him from Digital Underground from way back. I went to a Digital Underground show, so I mean, I followed Pac through, from a long time ago, all the way up, and then through high school, that's all we played. And but then when he started Poetic Justice, acting, and like you said, activism, like he was doing it all, and he was good. He was good.
Yeah.
He was good at everything. He just, especially his rap. I mean, the way he rapped, the way the flow. Just, I mean, you could listen to just hit play on a CD and just let it go. And so that's why I had him at my number 1. But number 2 for me is actually, what's surprising is Kanye, the old Kanye.
College dropout Kanye.
Like, I mean, all the way up to, Pablo, the Pablo album. I mean, even through when he was in Wyoming, Kanye's just the last couple. I mean, he's legitimately crazy. Ever since his mom, he was already there, and then when his mom passed away, he I think blames himself for everything and all that stuff. Just plastic surgery that went wrong that she wasn't supposed to have, I believe, and he found someone to have it for her, and went bad. And I think after that, it really just that was it. Send him off. But I mean, I just listened to I went to a Kanye show. It was one of us before he went crazy, before he checked himself into the mental hospital. And that one, I went and saw him in Oakland, and the show. I was probably one of the oldest guys in there, me and Burton actually, protagonist. We took our boys for their birthdays, and I was just like, whoa, this guy is he's a performer. I don't know what it is. There's just people that have something, like when you see it, I don't know what it was. It was weird. And you start listening to his music and he was good. Kanye was fucking amazing. His flows, his record. I mean, he was batshit crazy. I don't know, he's gone, but usually
his Jesus album sucked.
Though
the Jesus one. Ugh.
That's what I'm saying. After he checked himself into that mental hospital after the Pablo that tour, that's where I think that was the end of it. I think he just started throwing all this other stuff up. Just I don't know. He's losing it, trying to hope to come make it, and it just didn't. I think he's just too far gone. But his early stuff, I can just over and over. It's good. Yeah, I mean, he is. There's other guys that are coming up, and I think in 5-10 years that are gonna change this whole top five.
Number one for me is Kendrick, who did that. I put Kendrick number one.
Yeah,
greatest of all
time. I
time.
see him easily. And I think another 5 years, definitely. He's going to be, especially the way he's going. I mean, he's already there. And
after 2025, we might not hear from Kendrick for a while, though. I mean,
I don't know.
He was going 5 years between albums, and I think this is just such a I think Dan was 2017, Mr. Morale was 2022, and then now it's
how old is he?
He was born in 87, so he's okay. So he's 30, 37, 36.
He still has some years. I think he's I think his music. I think he's gonna start. I think he's just ramping up.
I think
he's finally just. I think he might. I don't think it's gonna be 5 years between albums.
Yeah, he says things like the more you drop, the more you lose your soul, and he's the type of person who would just bounce and be gone for a while. I don't know. He's got young kids too. Who knows?
After this couple, I think after this year, I think this next couple of years might be a little bit busy for him, and then he might bounce for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna put out some shit and then see where everything falls, and then
let the chips fall where they may.
And then who knows? Come out. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, you've listened to Kendrick way more than I've listened to Kendrick. Like I said, I haven't listened to him as nearly as much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Pac, Kendrick. I mean, either of them are deserving of number one. I mean, so some honorable mentions. Lil Wayne could be in the top 10. I would put Ye in the top 10 as far as what they're saying, not just me not liking them as people, but this is just an objective thing. I would put Ye in the top 10-ish, maybe.
I mean, really, I guess if we knew any of these people, who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, that's the thing about this kind of stuff or sports,
especially when you get into the older generation hip hop and even old music.
Mm-hmm.
You start hearing about what some old band members would do, and groupies and the ages and stuff. It's some wild stories, and you would really think different of your favorite musician if you heard some of the stories. And so it's weird. It is weird with.
Well, did you hear that? Did you hear that Cat Williams quote? It was just in 2024, everyone's going down.
Yeah,
and it's there's a lot of people who did a lot of nasty shit, and you probably don't want to hear about it. I mean, you do, but at the same time, you're I feel like my entire childhood got ruined.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's
Puffy, R. Kelly,
R. Kelly.
the Cosbys.
Yeah, Cosby. It's like
Like,
that's
then you go into like the Matt Lauers, the Weinsteins. How many movies were Harvey Weinstein movies? Like, you know what I found out about
crazy.
Harvey Weinstein?
Huh.
Is, well, it's more about Peter Jackson, who made the Lord of the Rings films, right? He made an orc out of Harvey Weinstein to troll him. So there's this ugly ass orc that looks like Harvey Weinstein.
Wait,
and he's
in the movie?
Yeah.
Which did they show it? Like, do you actually get to see it?
Yeah. And I think it's one that I recognize.
That is hilarious.
I'm gonna bring it up. Isn't that funny?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just learned that the other day. I think it's true. I mean, I pretty much verified it. See that?
Yes, I know that. Yeah, that guy. He's the first. He's in the first one, right? He's the one.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's the first Lord of the Rings in the battle at the end.
I was like, that's
outside the castle. Yeah, he's outside the castle, and they're flinging parts of the rock and stuff, and one falls in front of him. He's like, or something like that. I believe that's
I think it's that one.
That dude. That is
yeah.
him.
Elijah Woods said that on a recent podcast.
That's hilarious.
Troll status.
That's
so good.
I love stuff like that.
So they knew they made that movie 20 years ago. They knew, like, people. There were rumors. His reputation preceded him. Yeah. So many of those perverts.
No one's going to say anything because back then, if your career's done,
yeah,
they had pool back then. I mean, what are you going to do? Even if you said they'll just bury you, you just disappear. You know, I mean, not literally bury you, but I'm just, they'll bury your career.
Well, some people would. Puff Daddy P. Diddy tried to blow up fucking Kid Cudi's car.
That's crazy.
He did blow up Kid Cudi's car. He tried to off Kid Cudi. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that's movie stuff.
Movie stuff.
That's
like not weird. Real life.
Yeah.
Like if I would have thought back, like when I was listening to Mace and Puff Daddy and Biggie and 112, would have never known this kind of shit. Like never in a million years guessed that. No. I mean, call it naivety. I was like a kid,
Yeah, I mean, you're young. You don't
really think about that.
No idea what that is. Like, yeah, at that age or so, whatever. Yeah. They're singing it, rap. The crazy thing is sometimes they talk about it. They'll say something. They'll be
out in the open. Yeah.
Yeah. I know there was a Cosby show. There was in the show where so they're having a barbecue at the house. and his daughter, I forget which daughter it was, one of the older ones that was married, and they were in the back sitting at a little picnic table, and Bill's firing up the grill, cooking some ribs, and he has his special sauce he puts on the ribs and stuff, and so his daughter and son-in-law are eating ribs and stuff, and they're just kissing, there's newlywed, happy, love, and then Bill's talking to, I don't forget his wife's name. It was either talking to her, he's talking to someone, and they're all, this sauce is so good, and he's like, and they're making frisky, and so I put a little something in the sauce, just like little comments like this, like there's like they would throw like little a little ooh to get you the mood going, like, but you're like going, bro, like he was really doing that shit.
So cringy, yeah.
But it's like
those clips too of Diddy and Bieber, on the Ellen show and stuff like that, are so cringy.
Yeah, it's like, whoa. Now you're watching, like going, whoa. They were they were just saying things, like telling you, and
yep.
And it just, you're like, oh no, it's just a joke. Haha, you're so funny.
You're so funny.
And now it's like, oh, dang,
not funny at all.
But look what happened to him, though. I think he's still touring, Bill Cosby, or something like that.
Touring? I thought he was in jail.
No, I think he's out. Didn't he get out? I thought he went back on tour. Look at C.K. Lewis.
Oh, yeah, he's back, kind of, right?
Yeah, he came back. He was, jerking off in front of women in the green rooms and into a plant.
He's released. He was released in 2021. Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I think he's doing shows. I believe. Is he still? I thought I saw something.
Drugging. Damn. Is
It's
Bill
crazy.
Cosby? I'm gonna get fucking Ticketmaster tickets or advertisements. It's gonna fuck up. Is Bill Cosby touring?
Yeah, I don't know.
He was planning a tour in 2023.
Did he not go through with it?
I don't know.
But yeah,
According to Ticketmaster, he has no upcoming shows.
but yeah, I heard maybe he did end up canceling the show. Maybe it was pushed back. But
You
yeah,
know
he
what's
was like,
funny?
cool.
Is you can go to Ticketmaster. You can go on Ticketmaster, and he still has a 4.5 rating.
He's still funny.
Well, I mean, that's what. It's just weird. That's weird, right? Like,
yeah.
You can be like, oh, let's check out the reviews for Bill Cosby. See if I want to go check out this show.
I mean, I'm sure the Ignition remix is still up there on the charts for R. Kelly.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that'll get stuck in your head. Like,
but yeah, I don't know.
If that pops on the radio, do you listen to it? The R. Kelly.
The windows go up, but yeah.
Mama rolling up. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your fucking childhood gets.
Yeah, it's a jam.
Whacked out at the knees. With all these motherfuckers. Well, you want to get to the recap real quick? How did we do? And then we'll do our picks next Friday.
Yeah, we can see. I know there was a. So we'll start with actually talk about it. The Ohio State and
Ohio State and Michigan.
That was a wild game. See, we left, so that was the game we were watching at Circa, and we left, I think, at halftime. But the end of the game, did you see what happened at the end? It got wild.
Oh, the pepper spray, right?
Yeah, and then I think Michigan tried to place their flag.
Oh yeah,
and then it was all kinds of shenanigans.
That's what. Yeah, but, hootenanny. It was a real hootenanny.
Yeah, and so we missed that. But yeah, Ohio State upset. That was I bet. Yeah. I did a parlay in it. That one game blew my whole parlay because Ohio State couldn't pull off a win. Like, are you kidding me? And they had the chance to win that game, and they played horrible. And I'm not a Ohio State fan, but
yeah, they played really poor.
It was bad. So, Sean the Don's picks. Did he go 5-0 again for 3 weeks in a row? We'll see. So actually, we'll start with the Ohio-Michigan game. He chose Ohio, so right away he went down.
Who did I pick? Did I pick Ohio
State? You picked. Where are we at again?
I don't even fucking remember.
What did you pick? I don't remember. I wrote it down somewhere.
I bet I picked Michigan. We'll just say I picked Michigan.
Michigan. I don't know. I don't remember what you picked. We never wrote them down.
Ah, fuck.
For some reason, I have Sean's, but not yours.
Well, mine aren't important. I'm already out of the playoffs anyway.
Yeah, you're like 2-8 or
7-8. God damn it.
7-8.
All right, so Sean's 0-1 though.
Yeah, so he started off 0-1, and the next game I believe he chose Clemson, the Clemson game, and I'm trying to find it. I didn't get a chance to go through these. Which he did take the win on that. The loss on that. He's South Carolina, so South Carolina Gamecocks.
South Carolina
we were watching a little bit of that game.
Yeah,
and he took Clemson.
Clemson 0-2.
So he is a 0-2 on that. And then the next one we're gonna hit Oregon, Washington. That was your big parlay bet, or your big bet you tried to swing for the fences on.
I did.
If you would have hit that bet though, so you would have
won pretty good amount of money.
Yeah, I believe it was that the $120?
Something like that. Yeah.
If you would have won that, that's how big.
I think I put a little less on it though, so I think it would have been.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you put 5 on it? So it would have been half of that. 60.
I got 5 on it.
$60 off of $5 though is not bad, but
yeah, that's why I went with it.
But see, so.
But they got their ass kicked.
So that's what the games. That's a lot of professional gamblers out here. Those are the bets that they'll throw you like 1,000 on. and if it hits, it's huge. It's $10,000. But I mean, and they lately this year, they've been hitting. Look at what's been happening. The Ohio State Michigan game right there. That's a perfect game. Someone will throw $1,000 on. I think
Michigan?
Ohio State's, because Ohio State's I think lost 3 in a row. They can't beat Michigan for something like that. Michigan's the team for some reason they're just having trouble with lately.
The kryptonite. That's like Spurs with Manchester City. For some reason, we beat Manchester City all the fucking time. Doesn't make sense.
And then and certain teams you can't get by. It's a style of play. It's that coach has a.
It was like remember the fucking Sharks when we knew that we were going to lose to Edmonton that playoff.
Mm-hmm.
It was like there's no way the Sharks are beating Edmonton this year.
Yeah, the Sharks had that, and Detroit Red Wings. For some reason, the Sharks just every time they played the Red Wings, they just sucked.
They're the ones. The Red Wings came back almost won after being down 3-0 in the fucking best of 7.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
all right.
Well,
he's 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
He's 1 and 2. So the next game we got is Syracuse and Miami. This game, Miami's number 6. Sean took Miami, number 6, and Syracuse unranked. Syracuse took the win.
And Miami has that Ward guy. He's going to be an NFL player.
Miami was sixth in the nation, and they lost. That's that's another one of those bets where another unranked. So that was not good for him. A bad week. He's so far 3-1. And the last game we're looking at is the Florida game. I'm trying to find the Florida game. I can't find it.
Florida Gators?
The Gators.
The Gators. They beat the shit out of Florida State, 31-11. He took Florida for sure.
Yeah. So
Seminoles suck. 2-3. That's kind of the area I live in.
A rough week. He went 10-0 the last 2 weeks, and then he had you're gonna hit speed bumps. A 2-3 week. Little hickey up, but so we'll see what he comes up with. See if he can redeem himself this weekend.
Redeem yourself on Friday, week. And I'm gonna have to try to figure out who I picked. I'm gonna have to listen back to the last one, or I guess it's the one before. All right, did we do the picks? Did we do the picks in? We did the picks in Vegas.
That's why we did them in the room.
So there's no way I was gonna remember that.
No, I wasn't writing anything down. That's why we don't have it written down.
Yeah.
So for some reason,
I'll have to go listen back. I'm gonna see if I picked Michigan. If I pick Michigan, I'm gonna let everyone know.
If you did,
I don't remember picking them. I was a couple rum and cokes in.
Yeah, and those were triples. Those were some rum and cokes. Those were rum and cokes.
I drank 2 of those.
Yeah, those were. Do you think that's real? Like so supposedly, I had that vodka pineapple and it was Tito's. You really think that's Tito's?
You think they put Stolichnaya in there?
Are they pouring Tito's like that? Like in that drink
that's got to be illegal, don't you think?
It has to be. Yeah, they can't do that.
They can't do that.
And that drink was only $23, which on the strip, for the size of it, a quadruple is a great deal. That drink lasted me all night. I think I even gave you some, and I still was good. Yeah, and I still was good.
And it was just just the top was just a little bit of pineapple. Give it some color.
For color.
That's all.
I like the little pineapple flavor, but
yeah.
So. Well,
all right. Well, I'll go back and figure out if I picked Michigan or Ohio State, and then we'll see everyone on Friday. Friday. Get geared up for the weekend. We got to do. Cool. Maybe we should do on Friday. What if we did top 5 Christmas movies? Gear up for the holidays.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll do top 5 Christmas movies, and then make sure you comment and let us know in the group. We'll do that on Friday. Sounds like a plan, Stan.
All right, we'll do that.
Peace out, everyone.
With no.